How we feeling, guys? How we feeling? I see everybody's back. We're back. We can I feel good? Can I feel good about seeing your guys' face again? It's the Kiss the Rings show, Sons of Montezuma, Aztecs basketball. That's kind of what we do, right? That's kind of what we do.
I think so. That's why I'm here.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for hopping over to the new stream. We're excited to get this season going. It's the first time we have all three of us back together again for a basketball pod. So very nice of you to join us, Mike. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me back.
Michael toured a lot.
I appreciate it.
Michael toured a lot.
Oh, say it a third time. Michael toured a lot. Okay. And it's, well, can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. It's Fiend. Do we say it? Oh, I know he liked that intro at the basketball game the other day when they played this song.
The best intro I have ever heard from SDSU basketball. So yeah, I was really excited.
Fiend, F-E-I-N. There's no
You're
D.
gonna have to.
Second of all, the only thing that could slow you down is that modem that I told you to upgrade, and you look fantastic, by the way, incredible, and apparently a blanket at the game when it's 55 degrees. You big babies. Yeah. Oh, it's 55. I can't drive 55, but I can take a blanket when it's 55. You guys are troopers though for struggling through all that's going on there.
Yeah, we haven't seen you at a football game.
And
Give
you won't. Yeah.
Who, me? Me? Are you talking about me at a football game?
Yeah, of course you.
No, I went to so many when I was a kid, man.
Okay. Well, it's basketball season, guys. Can we get in the mood? We didn't give anybody no intro, man. It's basketball season. Let's give them what they want. Let's go.
We game time ready. Welcome to my gym with a crowd.
Aztec basketball is defensive rebounding. If you came here for other reasons, you're in the wrong role. So you have to guard at a high level. You can't give in. They're going to do some things and catch us. But that doesn't matter. We play the next play, we play the next play, we play the next play. And we figure it out, we scramble till we do. Play to our standard and get our first win of the year. Come on, man.
Hype about it. It's like a rival game. When the gym is crowded, it's like the fans are routed. Ready and shouting, they want to see us win, and there's no doubt about it. How you want to lose, it all begins with D. Trailing on the break, I shoot the three, there's nothing you can do with me. And ruthlessly, the crowd is telling you to get used to these L's you be taking every time you step into the V. I-E-J-A-S, cause we the best in home game energy. Got us ready to beat the rest. Last second shot, we down, you need a play. Free ball in your face, hype, J.K.
Let's go. Aztecs basketball. Man, those always hype me up. Credit to Go Aztecs, Aztec basketball on Instagram. A phenomenal video. Phenomenal job they do over there creating content and videos to hype us fans up. Man, I'm ready. Already got a victory over UCSD. 63-58 at home. I know I was there. Fiend was there. Thank you, Mike, for the tickets at the exhibition against San Marcos. That was lovely. The Aztecs, I want to say, two of those games didn't count, right? The secret scrimmage against UCLA. But this team is, from everything we've heard, everything we've seen, it's been a lot of fun already. Occidental coming up on Tuesday night, playing a dental school. It's kind of cool, right? Give them a shot. Well, I every time we play Occidental every year, it feels like, and I still don't know like where they're from, who are they. Fiend, do you know anything about Occidental? You probably know everything about Occidental, right?
Yeah, I know everything. No, I don't even know what their mascot is. I know they're Division III. I think they're from the Inland Empire, maybe, like near Pomona, maybe. That would be my best guess.
Nerd.
Yeah, you know it. Oh, hey man. We had a lot of fun against UCSD.
Los Angeles, California.
Mm-hmm.
We played him 2 years ago. We went to the Final Four, and we played him in Kawhi's year. We played him a lot. I think we were in the same conference in like the 30s and 50s.
Okay.
It's a liberal arts school in Los Angeles.
Oh, well, apparently they got some famous hoopers coming out of Occidental. Huh? Interesting. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about UCSD. The Aztecs beat them last week. It was really fun to see. It was a tight game though. I mean, second half we actually gave up the lead, and as you guys saw there in the highlights, Bird took over. Other guys stepped up, made key defensive plays. Wayne McKinney, that awesome steal, and the and one continuation. I mean, just a relentless play. You know, not everything was hitting offensively as everybody would hope for, right? But his first game, we all know it's going to take some time to gel. But at the end of the day, what did Dutch say at the beginning of the game, right? Defense and rebounding is what we do here. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what got them in position to win. And, you know, guys made big shots. I know I'm really high on Bird, of course. I'm really high on Boyd, Nick Boyd. Fiend, we talked about it last week after the exhibition, how impressed we were. Any thoughts on Mr. Boyd, Nick Boyd, after this game against UCSD, man?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought he played excellent. He is he's great with the ball in his hands, leading this team, hitting threes, being able to drive to the hoop, kind of rally the guys together. You know, he's sort of the vocal leader out there on the court, and he's a huge piece, going to be a huge piece to SDSU's success this year.
Yeah. How about you, Mike, on your lovely view from the couch? Any thoughts on anything you've seen so far? I mean, it's kind of interesting situation with Boyd coming over from FAU, right?
Yeah, I thought he played well when he needed to play well. I think guys kind of stepped up at different times of the game. I mean, Miles was mostly consistent, so 28, 5, and 4. I think only one of the three guys in the last 10, 15 years or something like that. So you can't. I mean, that's hopefully that's something we can expect. Hopefully that ankle injury isn't too bad. But I thought BJ Davis played great. You know, he had some good plays there. McKinney had a couple nice solid shots at the end there, and but Nick Boyd, yeah, he came through at the end with that dish underneath to, I can't remember who it was. I think it was BJ, right? So
Yeah.
they played. I mean, they played well, and seeing the two young bucks, Pharaoh and Taj. I mean, Pharaoh's nice. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to see how the injury of Miles is going to affect. Well, it's going to affect the playing time against Occidental, but it gives other guys some time to get in there and play. So, good
I
things
know. I
coming.
just saw that before we got on. What fill us in, because I'm seeing it in the chat as well. Miles
Sound
Bird
like he
has
just twisted his ankle at the end of practice today. But I mean, let's just call it what it is. He's got a week to get healthy for Gonzaga. So, hey, you get more playing time on the court. That doesn't substitute for practice. I don't care what anybody says. Game time is game time. So, get some other guys some opportunities, and we get to see what else we got and what we got in the what arrows we have in the quiver.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
What else you got, Fane? Because you know Mike's over here talking about Pharaoh, man. I know you had some interesting, thought-provoking takes on Mr. Pharaoh.
I mean, I think Pharaoh is kind of surprised me. I didn't think he'd be this good this early. I would say JCJ at least for now is the starter, but I wouldn't be surprised me if Pharaoh pushes him for starter minutes, you know, by the end of the season. I mean, no spot on this team is guaranteed to anyone. So JCJ is playing great, but Pharaoh Compton, you know, has just been solid, got that outside shot. He's you know, very active on the boards, just a big long body, and you look at I don't know if you noticed this, but he was the first big off the bench. You would normally expect Heidi to be in that spot, but it appears, at least just from last game, that Pharaoh Compton has passed him up as far as in the rotation, you know, coming off the bench first. We'll see if that continues. But I'm really impressed with his play.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? There's no sense in not giving him that opportunity. It's like he's earning it. Big body out there. He's a great finisher from what I've seen so far, man. I mean, the rebounding, the ability to just jam that thing in there, dunk it. Magoon, I know, got some comments in that game. He seemed like he was getting banged up a little bit out there. You know, not it's gonna happen, I think, as he's finding his spot on this team. But the ability is there. I think some people they need to maybe dial it back a little bit because it is going to be a work in progress. But just his defensive prowess out there is already, I think, an excellent thing to see out there. I mean, he stretches the offense out there so much, but he was getting a little banged up. Do you think some of those new transfers that came in UCSD? I know you were hyping them up, Fiend. They ended up kind of living up to your hype in the second half.
Yeah, well, I mean, I told everyone, and here's the thing. I mean, I think people owe me an apology from last pod for, everyone was saying that I was hyping up UCSD too much, and I told you guys it was going to be a tough game. I told you guys that this was not going to be easy, and it wasn't. We were down 5, I think, with 8 minutes left in the game. So anyone who said on this in the chat, you can drop your apologies to me if you were saying that I was hyping up UCSD too much last week. So, but I think those guys are good. That's a good team. I think with this team, they're going to show to be a really good team, I believe. And so the fact that we struggled against them is not really a knock against us. We did get a lot of open looks. They just weren't falling, but they had a really good defensive scheme, what they were doing. That time a guy who we didn't face last year because he was waiting to get eligible. I mean, that guy was just killing us from 3-point line. And then some of the European transfers, they played pretty well too.
Yeah, you compared some of them to Yanni Wetzel, though, man. It's a little much. They were good, though. They were good. I mean, they brought him back and took the lead at a point. I don't know if you're going to get any apologies, Fiend. I don't know if you're going to get any apologies out there.
We can. I'm going to buy you a fishing reel for Christmas because you keep fishing for compliments.
No, I'm not fishing for compliments.
I want an apology. I don't know.
Saying,
I don't question you. I know you know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying that
I think you're as smart as you are handsome.
Saw, and that's what happened. Everyone was calling me crazy last podcast, and we could have easily lost that game, but we didn't because we showed we had that winning mentality, and we were able to pull it together with 8 minutes left, and finish out that game.
Okay. Do any of you have any word on the Goon Squad injury, JK? The Goon Squad injury, Magoon's injury. I didn't think he was necessarily injured. I think he was just got banged up in the game in the moment. I didn't hear anything as far as the injury, though.
I think he had cramps. Yeah, Schaefer said he had cramps. So,
okay,
I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Now, will he be able to go more than 20 minutes a game? That I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
How many minutes he's going to be able to put on the court. He's still growing into that body, and it's a work in progress. And so it's going to get physical, and if you're going to get very physical, here soon when we go to the NIL tournament, and then as we move into the Mountain West. So, we'll see. At least we got a lot of bodies that we can throw out there.
Bodies. Talking about the Mountain West, man. Took a couple lumps this past couple days, dude. Boise looked really good that first game. Who was it that they beat? They destroyed somebody. It's off the top of my head. I can't think of it, but they destroyed somebody really bad. Oakland. They took down Oakland. Oh boy. And then they gave it up to, who was it? San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yep.
But San Francisco, from what I understand, Fiend, they're looking pretty good. They're pretty loaded with seniors, right?
I mean, they got a terrific backcourt. They got Marcus Williams, who played for Wyoming his freshman year, and then went to Texas A&M, then transferred over to San Francisco, and you got Malik Thomas too. I mean, that backcourt is one of the best in the West Coast. So again, I think that was a tough game that they ran into at San Francisco. Not easy to win on the road. So I wouldn't discount Boise. I don't think that was a terrible loss.
Okay. All right. Was it at the Taco Bell Arena? Was it the Taco Bell?
No, it was on the road. It was at the Don's place
Okay.
in San Francisco.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hostile territory down there in San Fran. Oh, Mike. Let's see. Who else lost? UNLV lost. Didn't they lose a stinker or something?
To Memphis, yeah.
Oh no, that's a good loss. That's a good, right? I mean,
Yeah, Memphis is
legit.
ranked pretty high.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed about that. And I know, New Mexico beat UCLA. I knew it was a matter of seconds before somebody. JK, I know. They also beat us at football on the same day, so they were feeling them. Those Lobo fans were feeling themselves so much. I met a couple nice ones at the football game out there at the tailgate. I was respectful. I went up with Andy. I went up there. I was like super respectful. Oh yeah, we went to the pit. We went to Albuquerque. We had some green chilies. Like, I had a nice time, guys. Thank you for coming out. All respectful. And then as soon as we lost that football game, I was getting hate on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Just dirty, just absolutely doing me dirty.
It's funny how they'll never say it to your face.
Right. It was probably those people I met. They were probably sitting there just like, oh, yeah, we're going to talk so much trash of this Mexican.
It might have been the
Just
people.
because they're new Mexicans and I'm an old Mexican. That sucks, dude.
Fiend, it might have been those people in Vegas we saw at the hotel.
Oh, the one, the ones that you insulted.
The slow play burn retort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be fair, they started it. What do you guys think? It's game one. We got one game on tomorrow, and then we don't play until Gonzaga, right?
Monday, Gonzaga Monday.
So that's an interesting break
from now
between games. I wonder if they did that because of the gauntlet they got to face for Thanksgiving week. I gotta think that's part of the reason, right?
I'm not sure why they scheduled it that way, but a lot of times, when you're trying to schedule Gonzaga, you're just trying to do it on a day that makes sense, for both teams. And, glad we got them on the schedule. It's going to be a great test for our guys. We're going to be big underdogs in that game. If you look and have watched their last game against Arizona State played them pretty well. But, that's a tough place to play at the Kennel. And they blew out Baylor, I believe, in their first game, who was like a top 10 team. So, they're like legit Elite Eight, Final Four type team that's going to be coming into Viejas. It's going to be exciting to see how we match up with. And even if we do lose, then, there's a lot that we can gain from it in just the learning curve of where we need to go and what we need to get better at, because you're facing one of the top teams in the country early on.
I like the spacing out of the games. I think we obviously are going to need a little bit of time to get healthy, right? We're going to need a little bit more time, more practice reps for guys like Magoon, guys like JCJ. It was nice to see him pull up for a couple threes or whatever in that UCSD game, kind of assert himself. He kind of had a rough beginning of that game. So, I mean, it's, whatever it takes to get these guys, more playing time together in the gym and get prepared for that Gonzaga team. They're gonna be a handful in Viejas, man.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, the one thing I do like is, we have good guard play. We have fantastic guards. And Gonzaga was trying to do a lot of man pressure, full court pressure, because Arizona's got a lot of length in their on their team, and so they were trying to turn them over. I think our guards will probably handle that better than Arizona State, and we've got some length too. I mean, if Magoon can go, and then you throw out JCJ, if Berg can go, we've got some length too, and that seemed to be bothering Gonzaga a little bit. So that is something that we could maybe capitalize on. The big thing for us is just not turning the ball over. We're turning the ball over too much as a young team, and the Zags like to run. They like to get out on the break, and if you turn it over, I mean, they're going to quickly get out on you and get an easy bucket at the other end. So we're going to have to just slow it down, make it a half court game. Be smart with the ball, not turn it over. And then I think we got a shot against them.
I don't think that there's anything that really jumps out at me immediately with our offense, with our new offense under Coach Baratelli. Do you think slowing it down and playing that pace is something that he would want to do, Fiend?
I don't know. I mean, because we play well at a fast pace, and if we're able to turn them over and get out on the break, we'll go ahead and do it. But what I don't want to see is like us take really bad shots, like on the fast break, and we pull up for a three with no one under the rim. Arizona State was doing that, and they lost because they're a good team. They just have poor shot selection. They don't have real high IQ basketball players, and so yeah, we got to be smart with our shots. We got to get out, get in transition, and try to get easy buckets when we can. And then what I really like that I have been seeing a lot of is just the sharing of the basketball, moving the basketball, swinging it back and forth. We saw a lot of nice 3-pointers on assists. So that's really encouraging. And I think we need to do that in our half court. Our half court has to be effective, I think, for us to win in this game.
Mike, do you like seeing sharing of the basketball or?
Yeah, dude, I love sharing the sugar, bro. You got to share the sugar, let's be honest, we're going to have a very difficult time against Gonzaga. Yeah. I think everybody's going to have a difficult time against them. So that is going to be a good barometer and good teaching tools for these coaches to say, hey, that this is only going to be our third game outside. Well, I mean, fourth game, if you consider the San Marcos game, and I guess 4.5 of the UCLA. We'll see how good UCLA is if, after losing to New Mexico, and see how good New Mexico is. But I think New Mexico is going to be pretty good this year, right? So, but that's going to be, you got Gonzaga, you got Creighton, and then Oregon, and then you switch it up and we play is like a round robin for that third game on that Saturday, correct?
It's like a championship now.
Yeah. Just one more year, Stephen Ashworth. You know what I mean? Get to see him one more time, dude. It's like the heavens are smiled upon us.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course. It's a thing now. Every year, it's 5 years in a row. 7 years in a row. Come on. I like to have him have a nice little game, but we want to beat him. But Kalkbrenner had 49 the other night in his 12th year of college basketball. The one thing I will be kind of pumped about is getting rid of this COVID year. Like this, I think this might be the last year, but like you get guys who are like, well, look at the football guys in his 9th year. Like I get it, but it's like, come on, man, you're 26 years old against 18-year-olds. You know what I mean? So
I'm not sure we have any COVID year guys on the team.
I don't think we do. I think
JCJ might be the only one, but
maybe, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no, they're definitely at event. I mean, Graham Ike was on Wyoming when we went to the Final Four, and so we're going to be playing at him, against him, playing for Gonzaga. Yeah. Next week, and so we just don't have the experience like these players do on these other teams.
Yeah, and it's. I was looking at Eden Art Garden Amusement. That's a lot. That's like EAGAM. Yeah, playing Fresno it's. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they have a lot of talent. You know what I mean? I think they have a little bit more spread out of
So
talent.
the comment is from our loyal and faithful day one Eden Art Garden Amusement Museum. Yes, he says, here's a hot take. Only one game into the season, I think this team has a higher ceiling than last year's team. Would you all agree? And last year's team made the Sweet 16. And that is a topic, right? I got friends at work, friends of the people. They, how far you think this team can go? It's like, dude, we just played one game. We just won one game. Like, but I think the potential on this team, I think my ceiling, Sweet 16. I think this team can, if they get a favorable draw and if they're clicking, I think this team could do Sweet 16. That would be like probably my ceiling I would give them. Realistic. What do you say about that, Mike?
I agree with you. I think that Sweet 16 possibly, if everything goes the right way, and in the tournament, that it definitely is a possibility. I think just getting to the tournament this year would be a major accomplishment with all the youth that we have. I think that's more the realistic expectation would be a one and done in the tournament. But just to make it would be awesome, and to continue along that consecutive streak of being in the NCAA tournament. But we've got some great players. I mean, you look at what Miles Bird did against UCSD. Now it's only one game, but I think he's number one in the KenPom ranking, like most valuable player of the year in all of college basketball, based on that one game. If he can get healthy, and that ankle isn't too serious, he could be the real X factor on this team. And then you add in, what Nick Boyd can do and some of the experience with JCJ. Yeah, I mean, and then the youth, if they continue to develop, I think I've always said that that this team, I think, might struggle early on, but I think they have the real opportunity to put it together in January and February and be, hitting on all cylinders going into March.
Mike, what do you got?
Okay, so first of all, I'm only really worried about Occidental. But if we were going to look into the crystal ball, okay.
Are you really worried, though?
I think this, of course, you have to worry. Each day is a new journey. This team, as it is right now, has talent. And so someone asked me the other day, he's like, well, how is San Diego State basketball be? We're going to win 20 games. We're going to get to the NCAA tournament, the usual, right? That's what I expect now. Right, wrong, or indifferent, but they haven't. That's what we have. I think we're one of 3 teams with 19 plus wins. It was like us, Gonzaga, and Kansas, and I can't remember the stat, but it was 19 plus wins in 19 straight years. Is us 3, I believe, is the stat. Now here's my X factor. We will not get to a Sweet 16 without Reese Waters. If we are to get to a Sweet 16, we need Reese Waters in this team. Hack healthy, because he is a difference maker. That's not to diminish any of the other guys. They're all great players, but Reese Waters is a scorer, right? And so is Miles Bird. So if they can feed off each other, I just hope he comes back healthy. So that's kind of my prognostication. Is there's a lot of talent. It's a lot of new talent. I think we're more evenly balanced as we were last year, but we rode the horse, you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see. It is one game. The other comment I saw was, it's weird we got to go to Fresno State before Mountain West Conference play, or you know what I mean, or whenever it is. But that's going to change in 2 years when we're in the Pac-12, and then we have 7, 8 teams. So that's going to totally flip. And we'll see what happens with the non-conference versus the conference. That's going to be fascinating to see, just looking ahead a little bit. But Coach Dutch does not shy away from playing the best of the best wherever he can, whenever he can, because it is the journey to get where you need to be is not always roses. You got to go through what you got to go through to get better as a team. And this is a young team who's got to learn to play together. Talent's there, but they got to mesh. They got to figure it out. And, as typically they do, February, they tend to take off. A lot of more balanced teams, though. There's a lot more balanced teams. So I'm not surprised to see a New Mexico beat UCLA or a USF beat Boise. I mean, Christ, look at Rutgers. They had, 3 of the top 5 recruits or something like that. So it's a totally different ballgame. It's totally different. So, but we got to play to our standard. Like Coach says, you play to your standard, and more often than not, things are going to work out. So, but I definitely think we need to get Reese back healthy and cognizant and going to have a shot at getting to potentially a second weekend in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, healthy and confident. Like we need the Reese Waters that was the first half of last season. Not the one that was kind of hobbled by injury in the second half and kind of struggled, throughout the second half of the season. Definitely need to get him, his mind in the right place, his body are in the right place, and let this thing take off.
Not that an injury is ever a good thing, right? But just in the simple fact of allowing BJ that opportunity to get these starter minutes, I'm seeing you, Vinny, all that starting 5 projection as far as, Guath and BJ getting those good amount of experience on the court together as a starting unit. That's invaluable. So, hey, if there's any silver lining to Reese's injury, that's it. Just getting that, creating a space and opportunity for other guys to get a little wet behind the ears, I agree with you, Mike, though. Reese, we gotta have Reese's Pieces. Bird, I hope that ankle is good, at least not for too long. If there's another injury that's gonna be a little longer, well, at least you get it out of the way early, and you hope you just go through it early, get it out of the way. And that is, well, it's part in fact that I'm a little biased. Our first, well, how do you say it? I want to get this off the right way, because guys, we've been in the NIL space for a couple of years now, and I'm very happy to say that this year we do have a Bird sighting on the NIL team. We got some NIL merch from Miles Bird going right now. Custom tees, hats, more things to come. I like his Birdman shirt, that little elephant print down there. So we're gonna have some special items for you guys to check out. Miles Bird. Hopefully get some sneakers going on pretty soon, maybe some socks as well. And so we're going to start building up the NIL arsenal for some of the guys, right? We got to get on board. So hopefully you guys can check that out, sonsofmontezuma.com. You can support these guys, the squad, a lot of young talent on this team, on this roster. We want to show our appreciation and also sport some of this fresh gear. If you guys got any suggestions as well, because we want to create what you guys want out there. So definitely let us know, and we'll get that going. Oh, yeah. Do I? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? How about now, Mike? Loud and clear. Hopefully, you guys hear me loud and clear. Our NIL, sonsofmontezuma.com.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, what do you think? One game under the belt. Got some NIL merch.
Are you eating Skittles?
I mean, it's the most perfect candy that has ever been created.
Whoa. The most perfect candy. Skittles is your thing?
Dude. I'm like beast mode. All about the Skittles, boss.
The regular, or have you gone down the dark side of different sour and fruity?
Oh, yeah. Regular, but I love these wild berries. The wild berries.
Oh yeah, wild berry solid.
Oh, I got all this leftover Halloween candy, bro. It's like,
did you go trick or treating?
No, in the van,
I think we should bring back adult trick or treating again. Honestly, I did. I went trick or treating. Did you go trick or treating, Feed?
No, I didn't go trick or treating.
Yeah, when are we gonna get a fathead of you in the student section feed?
You know, I was just thinking about this. You know, it just crossed my mind because I have that fathead like thing during COVID, and I
Oh
could
yeah,
probably
yeah,
give
yeah,
it to the show, right? Because it
yeah.
just hangs out here. Like I'm not gonna
Where is it?
use it. It's in my house. Like I'd probably give it to the show.
Can you bring it on? I
And
want to see what it looks like next game or next pod.
you've seen it
Is it?
before.
I don't
The one with
remember
the
it.
cowboy hat, and I'm like, oh, like that.
Is it life size? Is it life size or is it just like the top from waist up?
Pretty big.
You should have that as your background. Honestly, like looking over you, like Diddy looks over those Diddy memes. You know what I mean? But not as creepy. You know what I mean? Like, you know. So
Yeah,
one game in.
Let's keep Diddy out of the pod.
Yeah.
Well, let's not keep. Well, yeah, let's keep Diddy out.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
We could talk some Manscaped though. We could talk some Manscaped because, you know, November Manscaped, they re-upped with us to end the year off, November and December. And well, you guys can take the opportunity to use that promo code before the holidays get here, right? 20% off, Suns 20. Join the 11 million worldwide trust Manscaped and be a part of that. It's like a Manscaped army, dude. 11 million. And take care of all your grooming needs. To get the beard and balls bundle today. A beard and balls bundle. You guys heard about this? It's the lawnmower, right? You guys got the lawnmower. We all got it. Well, they got a beard hedger now. It's a trimmer for your moneymaker. I don't know. Is that your guys' moneymaker, dude? Okay. Well.
Wait, it's a what?
A trimmer for the money maker, your money maker, man. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Anyways, add another for the boys downstairs. Get 20% off, free shipping for this beard and balls bundle. It's the lawnmower and your beard hedger, right? So you can take care of your money maker, right? Money maker.
What do you mean by money maker?
What are you insinuating? What am I insinuating? Yeah. Okay.
Are you talking about our mouse?
yes. Your beard, the beard trimmer, dude. What are you, beard hedger? What are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about like the cash and prizes.
Dude, go shave yourself, bro. Go shave yourself. Anyways, guys, 20% off Manscaped. Thank you to Manscaped re-upping with us to end the year strong, November and December. I don't think it's a 3N November for you guys, but if it is, either way, you guys can use the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Beard Hedger. It's waterproof. They're both waterproof. They'll take care of your grooming needs, whether for yourself or a gift. You ladies watching, maybe a gift for someone that you know. And yeah, just use that code Suns20.
Oh, yeah,
all right, guys.
I have the beard hedger. Just a tip. Make sure you remember to put the guard on it, because if you don't, I did it one time and I shaved my whole had to shave the whole beard off, and I came out and I was like,
looking like K5 James, dude, with his beard cut off.
Yeah. But it just make sure you use the guards.
Okay. All right. Okay, back to the comments. What are we getting into? Beard and balls bundle. Say it proudly, loud and proud, baby. Beard and balls. Football field needs a Manscaped sponsorship. Boy, I tell you what, that football field needs more than a Manscaped sponsorship. How about some water? How about some I don't know. Feed that sucker. Give it some Miracle Grow.
Stop feeding it that Brondo from Idiocracy.
Brondo. It's got electrolytes.
It's what plants crave.
JK saying he's thinking about going to the A&M game here on the 30th. Where is that at?
We don't know who we were supposed to play A&M initially, but they changed it.
Yeah.
Right. It screwed me all up. I had things. Yeah. We got a football game on the 30th too. It's the final football game. Sean, peace out to Sean. That's his birthday tailgate. Everybody's invited. But yeah, we were gonna play Texas A&M, and then I don't know what happened. They switched up the format. I have no idea who we're gonna play.
It'll be fun, man. That's a great week. Thanksgiving week is a great week. I mean, it's awesome.
I'll be there.
Are you going to all of them or just Saturday?
Yeah. No, I'm going to all of them. Yeah. I'll be.
Oh,
So
nice.
I bought tickets for Saturday, and then I got a refund. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Why am I getting a refund? And then it dawned on me that because of the change in the format, they
Mhm.
changed the tickets and the ticket price. So now instead of getting just like that game, or you were getting, I think, a session, which was 2 games. Now you're getting the entire day. So I'll get to see the entire day, championship game, 3rd, 5th, 7th place games. And I think it was like double the price, but I think it's worth it. There's gonna be so many great teams there. So I'm excited to go and watch.
That'll be fun.
I gotta see if I get the time off. I'll be in Vegas this weekend for football, and might have to turn right back around and get out there for it. We'll see. What else, guys? It's so early in the season. Occidental tomorrow night. Can't really give you guys any in-depth scouting report on Occidental, guys. It's just, it's not gonna happen. But I think we'll take some more tidbits. Probably be best for Bird. Hopefully the X-rays are okay, but don't play. Obviously, don't play. Open up an opportunity for other guys to get some more minutes and handle it.
I just, for me personally, it's Occidental Tigers is their mascot, by the way. It's just an opportunity to see guys I haven't really seen play before. I didn't really see Nick Boyd play that much, right? I'd never seen JCJ play before. So McKinney, I didn't really see him that much because we didn't play USD. I'm excited to play USD again. You know what I mean? Me and my brother, he went to USD so we can have bragging rights again. But this is a team that more than the last few years, there's more unknowns than there is knowns. Where here previously we knew more about the team than we didn't, right? So, except for Fiend, because he's the the goat of Wikipedia of basketball, right? So, but I kind of was curious about BJ, and he looked great. So we'll just see how they play. I want to get. I've always feared these D2 games or whatever you call them, that they get up ahead and they get a little sloppy, because I think we beat the tar out of them a couple of years ago. But I just worry about getting the minutes in for these guys and getting good minutes instead of just minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially if you have, and Dutch doesn't put up with that. I know David doesn't either, man. So, but it is a laxative. It's not last. Oh, by the way, did you see? Did you see what's his name? Zion try to say lackadaisical? If you haven't, Google that. I mean, and I sent it to you guys, and Fiend's like,
Wait,
he got
how'd you pronounce
Duke.
it? How'd you pronounce it?
Lackadaisical.
It's lackadaisical, not lackadaisical, Mike.
Is it really?
Yes.
No, lackadaisical?
Yes,
What'd you say?
It's lackadaisical.
No. Really?
Yes. You went to state.
I think so. So I can't really get now. Okay, so this is completely fucking backfired on me. Right? I can't talk shit about him because I'm as stupid as he is apparently. So, but just understand, like, seeing these new guys and getting to getting a knowledge base of these guys is going to be fun, because these are new guys I want to see play well and do well, and we haven't seen. So this is a fun time, man. It's going to be frustrating sometimes, but it's going to be fun. There's going to be some games where like, what the hell is going on? And other times we're like, whoa, all right, here we go. So this is fun. This is the best time of year, I think. And we get to hang out with you guys and get back and see the guys. So it's going to be fun.
All right, guys, you guys get it all out of your system until we'll have so much to talk about after Occidental. We'll have so much.
I'm like,
Oh, Vinny, execution has been horrible. UCSD didn't play good defense. Aztecs were just sloppy. Oh boy.
It's the first game of the season. Yeah, it's the first game of the season.
I thought UCSD had a really good game plan, the way that they were running their matchup zone, and it really confused our guys who were young and not used to going up against that, and we were trying to dribble through it instead of passing and cutting to the basket, and I think even Dutcher said that he had to tell BJ to cut to the basket, and he did, and he got an easy layup. But it's just like you said, it's a learning curve. I think there were some really good things that we did. I think we missed a lot of shots. Did you see how many shots that just like JCJ had one? Like it must have been on the rim, like bounced 5 times and went out. We had so many that especially in the first half, we just weren't hitting good shots. We weren't hitting our shots. Well, they were good shots. We just weren't hitting them. So, I don't know. I think UCSD, they played a really good game, and they got a great coach, and they've got great players, and it was a tough game. And so we learned from it. The main thing is we won, right? We won, and it just prepares us more for the Gonzaga game, for the NIL tournament. So I'm just grateful that we won, and now we move on and play Occidental. We're going to have a lot of guys who are going to be playing tomorrow. I mean, the hope is that the starters will be resting like halfway through the second half, and you'll have a lot of the backups in getting some playing time too.
Learning how to win. Learning how to win when you need to dig down deep was winning, and learning how to win seemed to be same stadium but different spheres,
Well, hopefully we won't need any emotional support pickles after this Occidental game. I think we'll be okay.
I've been saying that word wrong my whole life, dude. I thought it was lackadaisical. So now I'm just completely I don't understand. I don't know what's going on anymore. Apparently,
oh boy.
Do you feel? It was always Webster, man.
Merriam-Webster. I didn't I was, but anyway.
Just stop. All right, you're behind. You're there's no way to catch up.
Nope.
T-Mac. Thank you, man. That was that sound for that super from T-Mac, of course. He says, Happy Veterans Day, especially for those from the halls of Montezuma. I have faith in this year's team. They will surprise everyone. Much better than having one score, multiple weapons. Yes, Happy Veterans Day to all. I gave a shout out on the football episode at the beginning. I didn't open up with one here, though, but definitely happy Veterans Day to all you guys. T-Mac especially, of course. Vinny, thank you guys for your service. The halls of Montezuma. Somebody saw my van today as I was getting home. They're like, does that have to do with the halls of Montezuma? I was like, oh no, I know it's a lyrics from the Marine Corps song, right? But anyways, yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Surprise everyone, right? I mean, they were picked pretty pedestrian in Mountain West standings, at least the early season voting was. So yeah, they possibly could surprise some people counting us out this year.
It's all right. It seems to happen quite often, so nothing new.
Yeah. And multiple scoring weapons. I mean, once Reese comes back, I think him and Bird and Boyd are going to continue to be the main guys carrying. But you do have multiple scoring options, weapons. I think that's weapons is a good way to call it, right? I don't know if the offense will run through anybody else, but as far as having those weapons, and then when it comes to, I know me and Vinny had talked already. When it comes to Magoon, it's like, is he really going to get those posting up opportunities? I don't know. Even if there's somebody smaller than him guarding him, I don't know. I don't know if they're really going to, I hate to say trust him with those post up opportunities, right? But if you're running offense, if the coach is trying to run sets or run offense, how much trust are they going to be willing to say, okay, let's give this possession to Magoon posting up? I just don't know if that's going to happen that often, even if there's a matchup mismatch. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that Magoon has looked a little lost in that game as far as when they were running offensive sets. Where his big strength is going to be is at the rim, defending and altering shots, and ability to step out and guard smaller players because his feet are so quick. So I think that's what is going to be more of his calling card this season. I think the offense will come, and he does have the ability to step out and hit threes, and it was a nice stroke from deep. But we saw a couple of turnovers from he kind of hesitated, and he traveled with the ball. So I don't know if that's going to continue to be an issue, whether Dutch is going to let him handle the ball on the perimeter and put the ball on the floor, on the ground, or if it's just going to be mainly like just spot up shooting from three, getting rebounds, maybe an occasional dump into the post and turnaround shot, something like that. We'll see.
Oh man. Well, only time will tell. We'll see. We'll see how much they give him.
You got to give him an opportunity and see what he does with it. Otherwise, you don't know. So we'll see. This is a good game to try it. This is a great game to see what he can do, because without Miles in there, you have a good opportunity. Miles Heidi only played 8.5 minutes, no shots, 2 rebounds. I really hope he develops this year, because we're going to need him. Magoon looks great with blocking. 1 rebound only is kind of surprising to me, but we'll see what happens. This is a great opportunity to get some of these guys to get going and give them opportunities, because you should really beat this team, and it doesn't affect your KenPom or your rankings, right? Because it's D2, so
D3.
you don't. Yeah, D3. Sorry, so you don't want to lose this game, which I don't think. It'd be crazy if we did, but stranger things have happened. But this is a good opportunity for a lot of these guys to really see what's going on. It's a great opportunity for the coaches to figure out what they got and what they can try. They could be maybe a little bit more creative than if they were going right into Gonzaga.
Yeah, I kind of hate these games because I don't feel like there's too much that us as spectators can take from it. I think the team, they can take a lot from it, but us as fans, kind of, you're just seeing them running out there. They're going to dominate at times. They're going to turn it off and on or tinker with some things. And just from me personally, you just go out there and enjoy it.
You just can't get too lackadaisical against this team,
Yeah.
You slipped.
I'm working. Hey, it's progress. It's like this basketball team. We're getting better. Progress, not perfection. You know what I
mean? Yeah. And, with that UCSD game especially, all the passing around, I kind of agree with T-Mac, right? You're passing the ball around to ad nauseum sometimes, but it's like, I think everybody's trying to learn each other, right? Nobody wants to mess up. They want to run the offense, whatever they're doing, fill each other out. And then in the second half, it was like, okay, who's going to take the ball and be the man and just, seize those opportunities. So it's all good. I'm not tripping. What? Oh boy. Our resident opposition fan is in the chat. Love it. Gotta love it. We got some back scratch propositions going on in the chat.
Did you see that guy's name in the chat?
Oh yeah, every time. Well, he's our one. He's our one oppositional fan that loves to come in. DMB. That's the homie DMB. Yeah. Let these guys fill out the nerves. Okay. All right. What? Okay. All right. We got a little question over here, and it's for Mr. Fiendo. Question for Fiend and Mike. Biggest thing you want to see from us tomorrow? Don't say my Aztecs glizzy of the game, dude.
We know we're gonna get that.
Hey, dude, there's nothing like a glizzy on a cold November evening watching some Aztecs basketball.
Yes.
Biggest thing that you want to see from us? I want to see a show tomorrow. I want to see a lot of alley-oop, dunks, and just make it a lot of fun, right? Because we should blow out this team. So I want this to be like the Harlem Globetrotters, Aztecs, just running down the court, lobbing it up, Farrell Compton dunking it down. I don't think Bird's going to play, but DJ, get DeMarshe Johnson out there. That's what I want to see as a show.
Mike, what do you want to see?
I just want to see good basketball, fundamental basketball, because that's what we're going to need moving forward. That's the only thing that worries me is you get a team that, I was looking at the last 5 D1 games that Occidental has played. They've lost 98-67, 111-51, 91-51, so on and so on. So it's good fundamental basketball, good solid minutes for these guys, and getting more continuity, playing with each other and getting more comfortable with each other, and kind of tweaking, kind of the things that was turnovers too, right? Kind of cleaning those up. So just good hard basketball. That's what I want to see and get better.
Wow. Okay. All right. Very solid answer there. I like that. Little conservative answer there. I like that. Some clean, fundamental basketball. Get your offense going. Clean up some things. No sloppy play.
Yeah.
I want to see those beer prices come down a little bit. That's the biggest thing I want to see.
What is that? Why is that so expensive?
Bro,
I texted Brandon. I go, why is the beer $18, bro? He's like, really? I go, yeah, man. What are we doing here, dude? It reminds me of that Tiger King. I'm never going to financially recover from this.
What?
You don't remember that from Tiger King?
Tiger King.
I saw a meme. I saw a meme a couple minutes ago about it.
Okay.
Yeah, those $18 for beer is crazy. That's why I think if you're going to get an $18 beer, you buy the highest content alcohol you can get, so you can get more money for your more bang for your buck. Space Dust.
Dust, yeah. Oh, the talent on this team reminds me of the Running Rebels with Larry Grandmama Johnson and Stacey Ogman. Okay, so then who would be Larry Johnson and who would be Stacey Ogman? Because those were 2 very, very special players, man. I don't know. I don't know who would be those. You gotta answer that. T-Mac.
That's interesting.
He says, I'm glad I stopped drinking. Forget beer. Buy Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's been pumping, dude. It's up to like 86, 87,000 or something like that. Remember it was 16,000 like a year ago or something, or a year and a half ago. It's crazy. I think they're talking about buying 1 million Bitcoins. The government's going to buy 1 million Bitcoins in the next year or two. Did you read that?
No.
1 million, which I think is 88 billion. So interesting times coming for America, man.
Oh boy. Farrell Compton and Bird. Okay. Maybe next year. But we'll see. We'll see what Farrell does this year, huh? He might just completely impress. Grandmama, you guys remember Grandmama?
Yeah.
Larry Johnson just dunking on fools in a grandma dress and his what were those shoes? Were those Reeboks or like Nikes? I don't remember.
Oh, no, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I think they were Converse. Weren't they Converse? Well, he signed. I think he signed with Converse when he went to the Hornets, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think they were Converse, dude. Yeah. Anyways, how we feeling, guys?
Excited.
All right.
Yeah, happy we got a win over UCSD, and let's get an easy win tomorrow and stay healthy and move on to Gonzaga. That's gonna be a real tough game, but it's gonna be exciting to see how we do against them.
We'll have to see.
Maybe the toughest test all season.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll have to see if we do anything special leading up to that Gonzaga game. I'm going to be in Vegas this coming weekend for the football, and as soon as I get back on Sunday, turn around and we got Gonzaga on Monday. So Mondays are a little tricky, but let's see. We might have to do a little something special, Fiend. You're local with me, so we'll see, man. Throw out some ideas. I know we like to gather. I like to gather at least at Eureka before the game, along with so many other Aztec fans there. We get a little wild over there. We'll have to look into that.
7
Yeah, we'll
p.m.
see.
on a
It's going to be a little bit hard just because it's on a work day. And what's it like at 7? I think is when it starts, 7 or 7:30. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to meet up beforehand, but I'm definitely up to do a pod or something. Next weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see.
Wait, you're gonna when you go into Vegas?
Friday, come back Sunday.
Is the Jake Paul Tyson fight in Vegas or is that in Texas? That's Friday night.
Is it really already?
Yeah, it's Friday night on Netflix.
I kind of don't even want to watch that, dude. I there's a part of me that I don't want no part of that fight.
I'm gonna watch it, and I would love. Oh, it's an AT&T Stadium. Oh wow, I don't know how old Mike Tyson is, but I would love to see him just knock him out in like 35 seconds. Like, remember the old Tyson? I mean, obviously he's older now, but I think this is going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting match.
Oh man, yeah. I saw the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight. That was not entertaining at all.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this one's a little bit better. That'll be fun. Fight. You got the fight Friday, you got the game Saturday, and then we come back Sunday.
Yeah. Little football action Sunday, and then the Aztecs on Monday. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for joining. We're going to shut things down here on a Monday, but plenty of Aztec action going on. As we just noted, we'll be there tomorrow night at Viejas watching the Aztecs take on Occidental, whatever you want to call them. And say what's up. If you see us, let us know you're watching. Thank you guys for hitting that like and subscribe button, supporting Sons of Montezuma and our NIL efforts and the shop and all that good stuff. And hey, we're having a blast doing this. It's all about community and having fun with these games. And man, basketball season. Can't wait for Fort Collins and whatever else we decide to do in the future, guys. So all right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you all when we see you next time. Peace. Go Aztecs.
Go Aztecs.
Go Aztecs.